Like, wow, man, this is my favorite part of the Gump movie. Letters from you, my great admiring fans. I can't wait to dive into these letters, so sit right back, grab you a cold beer, grab you a Mountain Dew, whatever you like, and hang with me. Air Gump, you're the greatest since Super Dave. I watch your movies all the time after Super D mysteriously disappeared and my movies all wore out. Whatever happened to him? I can't wait for your next action thriller with you starring as Rip Cord. Can you tell me about the memorable moments that you had in your career as a star of your caliber? Hugs and kisses, Sassy Cindy. Well, Sassy Cindy, Super Dave, God rest his soul, fell into a really bad stunt accident when we were jumping off the coast of California. We kind of forgot his parachute, but you know, Super Dave in true fashion, as he stepped out the door, he goes, "Oh my, I have my rucksack. Don't tell anybody, please." So anyhow, you're the only one that knows, and now all you loyal fans know that somewhere probably about 50-60 miles out off the coast of Los Angeles, California, Super Dave is floating on the bottom of the ocean with his rucksack. Now, to get on to your other question, memorable moments that I've had in my skydiving career as a star of my caliber. Well, you know, I can't really remember most of them. Usually by the time you get done jumping, by the time you get done drinking beer, by the time you get done packing all your gear up, you just totally wore out. But there are a few that come to mind, like mostly when I graduated free fall. That was pretty damn cool. I mean, like, right out there amongst them, ready for star caliber. I mean, my God, it just all began from there because, you know, sharing the screen with two people instead of just me, Air Gump, you know, it's a real drag, man. So anyhow, getting rid of that instructor and getting into free fall status, that was number one, man. I guess next memorable moment was surviving the first day at the ranch. That, jeez, man, and to think I'm not a sportsman yet, but anyhow, I'm working on that. But anyhow, that first week at the ranch, surviving the first night and getting my A license that Saturday, that ranks up there pretty good. The B license, check jump, following an emergency exit, living through the emergency exit, obviously, to get the B license was pretty damn cool too. Getting cast as Rip Cord as an action thriller actor is probably my most memorable, most star-studded. I mean, everything just went from there. It just doesn't get better than that. You're gonna have to check my movies out when they come out. They'll be awesome, I guarantee you. Got some of the best stunt coordinators out there. Got Super Dave's old book out. He's got a lot of aerial stunts, and we're just going to make sure that we keep our rucksacks in the pickup truck. So anyhow, I hope I answered your question there, Sassy Cindy. Thanks. Blue skies. Okay, this next one's from Limey Louie. He writes, "Yo Gump, your movies are great. We watch them down at the bar during every happy hour. The crowd hangs with every moment of the movie and gives me and my brother Louie time to pinch their drinks. Thanks for the assist, cousin. We can usually get totally sloshed by the halfway point of your movie, Free Fall from Hell. Can't wait for the next Ripcord movie to come out. Louie and me are going through divorces and can use more spirits at happy hour, and the crowd just loves Rip. Got one question for you. You've been all over the scene of Drop Zone Mania from coast to coast. What about them and the people you meet there? Keep up the good work, Air Gump, and my liver thanks you too. Sloshed Sam and Limey Louie." Well, guys, I'm glad I could help you out, man. I mean, God love you. Shit, I never even thought of that, man. Hell, I could have made it through skydiving school a hell of a lot quicker if I found some other action hero of my caliber to have, you know, their movies up there during happy hour. Man, I'm honored and I'm impressed. Good thinking, guys. Hell yeah. As far as Drop Zone Mania, every one of them's different, man. I mean, every one of them's walking into its own world, and every one of them is cool in its own way, and just fun, fun, fun. Paris is cool. Cross Keys, great place. Never did get a chance to jump out of Newton's Otter. Every time I go up there, it's a damn Cessna 182, but gotta jump, you gotta jump. Ranch is always a blast. Skydive New England, hang in there, guys. Geez, man, you name them, they're out there, they're great. Just have as much fun as you possibly can. The people, if it's a good drop zone, you got good people, man. Let's just get out there, meet people, hang in there, learn to skydive, try to follow in my footsteps. Let's see, next one. Let's see, we got here from Wicked Johnny. Okay. Air Gump, I watch your movies all the time. You're the greatest. The way you swoop down from the heavens, falling faster than bird shit, battling gravity and smirking in his face. Like, dude, nobody flies like you, man. I always remember that scene where you stepped in for James Earl Jones during the final days of filming Star Wars, The Battle in Terminal Velocity. When the script called for a battle in three-way formation with lightsabers between you, Luke, and the princess. Dude, you blew me away when you landed, turned to Luke, and told him, Luke, I'm really not your father. Can I get my child support money back from your mother? Like, man, I'll never forget that ever. In fact, I bought 200 copies of the movie, so I'll never miss that great moment, ever. I got two favors to ask. Would you do that killer line from the movie for me? And tell me, what are some of the most hairiest moments up there in the skies, living the life of Air Gump? Blue skies, dude. Can't wait for the next movie to be released. Ripcord sucks. No, he don't. Dude, he rocks like the big time. Wicked Johnny. Well, Wicked, forget about the sucks part on Ripcord. Man, he rocks. You know it. I know it. As far as the killer line, I'll follow that up here in just a moment after I describe to you a few of the hairier moments in the life of Air Gump. Hairiest moments, man. Every hairy moment is the moment of stepping out the door, or at least it used to be. Used to be, hell, you couldn't ever start breathing until you got on the ground and got your helmet off and looked around and finally realized that probably you were alive. Had a few. Had one emergency exit from an aircraft right before my B license. Was going to 10,000 feet, and pilot finally smelled smoke about 5,000 and told us we all had to get out of the plane. So luckily the plane got back close enough to the airport that we could get back down and, you know, where we needed to be. It was on a Cessna 182. We went making a takeoff run out in Oklahoma, and had the engine conk out about halfway down the takeoff run. Kind of really glad that it conked out then, and not when we cleared over the fence, because we'd have been in bottom of about 100-foot canyon full of trees and power lines and all kinds of nice nastiness. I really don't think we'd have probably walked away from that one. Same aircraft, same drop zone. Had the engine catch fire while we were starting it up, all loaded up in the airplane. Got the reluctant first jump student out of the door, and all the rest of us unasked the aircraft, and put the fire out with 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew. First jump out solo, what was that? AFF level 7, I think. Don't think I'll ever forget that one. It was supposed to be a nice, poised, stable exit, and resulted in about 3,000 or 4,000 feet of free fall before I finally pulled my parachute and got done with spinning. So, but it was pretty cool, man. It was real intense. Okay, Wicked Johnny, if you'll bear with me, I'll show you the I'll redo the that famous line for you. So I'll be right back. Luke, I'm not really your father. Now can I get my child support back from your mother? I want to remind you fans that I am a trained professional, and to please don't try this stuff at home because you could get injured. My last email letter here is from one of my fans called Barney Blaster. Barney, you rock, man. It says here, Dear Gump, I think you're the greatest in the whole wide world. Dude, I can't argue with you there, man. I have your Air Gump action figure and am the envy of all my friends on the block. We pack fertilizer in holes in the ground, pour in diesel fuel, and put your action figure on top of it. At first we had problems making the holes too big and ended up breaking windows in houses 2 miles away. It only singed the action Gump figure. We found one action Gump model 3 miles away hanging on the top of a tree by the interstate overpass. If you could, balance the Air Gump model and take a little out of the parachute and make it a little more bottom heavy in the next line when you release your action figures. I really think that me and my friends can get a 5-mile shot and put it right in the middle of the park. Barney Blaster. God love you, Barney Blaster, man. Shit, I wish I had an Air Gump action figure to play with when I was growing up. All we had was them square, boring G.I. Joes. Just think, man, one G.I. Joe, he couldn't even take 3 M80s, man. But 2 sticks, maybe 3 sticks worth of dynamite is what y'all were packing in them holes, and the Air Gump figure is just singed slightly. Get out, buy my Air Gump figures, watch my movies. Take care. Blue skies.